guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Thankful Thursdays. Now this is the very last Thursday in November 2023, so this will be our very last Thankful Thursday for this year. This day, I'm going to be scrapbooking my kids because I am super thankful for them. So I have Chloe, Lana, and Alex. I am going to use my kit, or part of it. I don't know how much I'm going to use, but yeah. That is what I'm going to do. Now, do I have any clue as to if I'm going to use papers or backgrounds? Who knows? But we got enough embellishments in here to sink a ship. So let's see what I can do. Guys, so I start out by adding paper to the kit because why not? I'm definitely going to get more than 10 layouts done. With this kit because I already have 4. So, or actually I think with this layout it turns into 4. So kind of crazy, but that's how it goes when you have a specific set of supplies and you keep bringing in more paper, which isn't really a terrible thing. I definitely don't mind bringing in more paper because that just means that that's getting used up in my stash, which is a great thing because using my stash means I get to buy more stash. Like, you know, I'm not really calling anyone out here, but when you say, I'm going to use my stash, I'm going to use my stash, I'm going to use my stash, I'm like, okay, but why? Why? Is it because you want new things? Is that why you're going to use your stash? Or is it legitimately you want to pare down on your supplies? It's not because I want to pare down on my supplies, except for a few things where I've discovered, not something I want to keep replenishing, like Nouveau drops. Don't want to keep replenishing those. So once they're gone, right? Like that's not something that I want to use up to be able to make more space, to buy more of the same thing. I want to use them up to make more space to buy more of different things. But the reason why I use my stash, because I want to buy more things. Like, I like having a stash. I like having a plethora of items to choose from when I am scrapbooking. I like the fact where I can say, all right, I want to just use this kind of product, and I can go to my room in the space where it is, grab that product and use it. I like using it. And then I like shopping for more. So that is why anytime somebody posts a stash challenge, I'm like, I can get on that because I want to buy more. Yeah. So anyway, that is quite honestly why I use my stash. So while I have gone on that little rabbit trail and soapbox, look at how smooth that trimmer cuts. You guys, I'm so glad I bought that trimmer. I am so glad I bought the trimmer, and I'm so glad that so many of you got in on it at the premiere pricing that we had it on the Scrapping Reflections website. I think I will still have a couple more. I did order a couple extra, so I am excited about that. Just a good trimmer. It's cutting smoothly like butter. So beautiful. Okay, so I fussy cut that mandala image that I did. I used that yesterday when we did Whining Wednesday live, and I just figured time to use it up, right? So I'm going to use it as a decorative bit behind my photos here. I did cut strips of paper to make it look like they were on a piece of paper that spanned the entire space, but you know, this works. So I have the title. It says All My Love. Now this is a very pale pink sticker. I thought about coloring it with some Copics. Ultimately, I decided I'm just going to outline it in black pen because I really liked the pale pink color. And this worked for me, right? Like this works for me. I have outlined letters in the past throughout various albums, so this isn't like, whoa, the first time I've ever doing something. which ultimately, I guess it really doesn't matter if it's the first time I'm ever doing something, because there's always got to be that point, right? Like the point where the first time I ever did a one photo scrapbook layout, from going from a person who would put as many photos as she possibly could fit onto one page, all the way down to a one photo. Like that was a moment, right, guys? Like that's a moment. But this isn't a moment. So I am going to decorate a lot with words up at the top of these photos. Since my photos span the entire 12-inch horizontal bit of the page, I decided that I was going to decorate with words a lot up here at the top. So it says all my love right here. Then it says happy, these are the days, or days like these, or something like that. And then I'm even going to add in another word later. Which is fine, right? Like, you can decorate with words. Nobody says you can't. You don't always have to throw embellishments or icons in. You can totally decorate with words. But I am going to add that blue bow here. And then I will end up doing a little bit more decorating up here at the top. And then I'm actually going to decorate at the bottom. Now, when I started this layout, I thought that all of my embellishment was going to be at the top. That's why I made that teal paper thinner at the top and thicker at the bottom, because I felt like I could have that thicker piece at the bottom and it could kind of be the base of the page. However, I decided that the top was getting a little bit too top heavy to be balanced down here at the bottom with a whole lot of white space. I just felt like, we needed to add some embellishment at the bottom. Plus, that's going to help me use up the bits and pieces of embellishments and stickers that are in this kit. And when I say kit, I'm saying it and I'm seeing it with quotes, because it's like a hodgepodge, right? Like it is here is a hodgepodge of stuff. So there I am using that trimmer again. Oh God, it cuts so smooth. And it's light. It's not a heavy trimmer, right? Like it's a big trimmer, but it's not heavy. Anyway, if you could hear anything, that was me holding up the trimmer going, it's not heavy. Like you can see that. So I decided, yep, we're going to have to add in some embellishment down here at the bottom, because why not? If I can use up more, I can use up more. And I'm sitting here saying that, and then all of the little things that I use are like little itty bitty pieces, right? Just little itty bitty ones. But, that's okay, because even the little itty bitty stuff turns out to use up a lot. Now, and I am also one who kind of removes packaging and combines embellishment, so I won't keep a whole big embellishment if there's like a couple on there. I'll combine it with something else that has a similar feel or a similar style. That way I have less packaging, because guys, that's a tip. I know that a lot of people like to keep everything in their original packaging because it feels nice, and it's fun to open the original packaging, and it does feel nice to open original packaging. Let's be real. But that packaging takes up space, and I'm not a fan of packaging to begin with. I package my orders with as little packaging as possible because I'm not a fan. Like, I just don't like it. It just feels like so much extra stuff that's taking up space. And yeah. So every once in a while I do go through my stuff. I combine things together. I get rid of packaging. And it's amazing to me how much packaging I can go through and dump every time I do it. Like I do it every couple of months. And I'm like, why is this packaging still here in my life? So anyway, that's kind of all over the place. So now I am going to start actually decorating down here. And as you can see, I just kept adding stickers and little things up to this top area because it was making me happy. So I put this sticker down, and then as you could see, it was a really thin sticker, so I backed it on some white cardstock, and I blacked it on some Not Your Mama's cardstock from Brutus Monroe, and that is some thick cardstock. It is the best. I just had that little scrap of it though, so I thought it was fine to go ahead and do that. Sorry for the jump right there, but I got a call from work and I was chatting and kind of like just running my hands around, and nobody wanted to see a couple minutes of me just, you know, flopping my hands around over top of my layout. That wasn't cute. That wasn't fun. So the little jump it is. I have popped up this Life is Beautiful sticker. And at first I kind of nestled it where that heart puffy sticker was. And I thought I would put one down there because I put one up at the top, right? I was like, okay, we're going to add something that I have at the top. I'm going to add that to the bottom as well. Ultimately, I don't add that sticker. It eventually comes off the entire layout. It just feels out of place. So that is not going to last. But what I do instead is pop these little puffy hearts and then this little banner. I think it says Life is Good. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on and I can't see what is on the video as it's scrolling in front of me right now. So I put down the awesome word, and that's not really touching anything in the cluster. The decoration area, and I decided that that was fine because I liked it that way. Plus, if I needed to justify, I've got those arrow stickers up at the top there, and they're not touching anything in the cluster either. So if we need justification, we can find it. But you don't really need any justification other than this is what I want to do with my layout. It's your layout. Do whatever the heck you want. I do pop down these arrow stickers in yellow and orange because I felt like that color needed to be a little bit more prominent down here. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take these photo corners, and I'm going to put photo corners on each of the photos that are on the edges of the paper. Once that is done, this layout is finished. I lied. I do put a little journaling in there. Very surface journaling. I'm not waxing poetic. And I'm just not going to do it on this layout, right? Like this is going into the chronological family albums. The waxing poetic journaling usually goes in the individual albums. So anyway, that is going to do it for this layout. I want to thank everyone who has been creating Thankful Thursdays layouts this month. I really am just excited about it. It just makes my heart happy. And I'm thankful for you guys for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, unliking, whatever you do to interact with my channel. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to shut up now. You're welcome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.